What's up? How's it going? Welcome to my 2024 recap. Hello, and welcome to my 2024 recap. That was so cringe. You. Yes, you. Hello, and welcome to my 2024 recap. Let's get into it. So, as you've probably gathered already, I tried way too many times to make an intro and I couldn't make up my mind on what I wanted to do. Anyways, moving on with the video, I'm here to talk about how 2020, not 2020, we don't want to talk about 2020. I basically just want to talk about how 2024 was for me, and I also have some announcements to share at the end of this video. I don't know why I keep snapping, I gotta stop doing that. So, to start off, I'm just gonna talk about a little bit of what happened in January. January was a pretty calm and slow-paced month for me. So basically, the first picture that was really worth showing that I could find from January was just a picture of me with this Valentine's Day raccoon. So enjoy. Don't ask me why I took this picture. Don't ask me why I kept this picture. But I looked back, I laughed at it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put it in here. Anyways, after that, when my family and I were putting away a Christmas tree at my grandma's house, my mom asked me to use a hair dryer or blow dryer to get the dust off of the tree the best I could. And I was like, you know what? I need to give this thing a total makeover. So here's a couple clips of that. Yeah, that was an interesting video I took. Yeah, we're just gonna move past that. And then after that, this is probably the coolest thing I did in January. I made a Bambi drawing for my girlfriend, Kat, for Valentine's Day. I was just making it in advance because we are long distance and I wanted to mail it in time before her birthday, which is also on Valentine's Day. And I thought it turned out pretty well. So here's a picture of that. So now that we've gotten the bleak month of January out of the way, let's talk about February. I started out February by going Super Saiyan. Saiyan? Am I saying that right? Whatever. It was a very stupid picture I took, and then I edited it, and I was like, this is funny, I'm putting it in here. Alright. It's Saiyan. I had to look it up. Anyways, we're moving on from that. That picture was stupid. I don't know why I'm putting it in here. I'm embarrassing myself, but I do that pretty much every day. So, my family did a Spyro-themed birthday party for my oldest brother because we're fun and crazy and we do birthday parties even still as adults because why not? Anyways, life is more fun when you continue to have fun. That was supposed to be sweet and instead it sounded absolutely stupid. Oh, I'm bad at this. So, anyways, after that, my family had a little Spyro-themed birthday party for my oldest brother because we're fun like that. And if you don't think that's crazy, you'll definitely think the next thing is crazy. My mom had some old onions, okay? Some pretty old onions. They were pretty much starting to grow in our pantry. So she asked me to bury them outside, and I did. I took them outside, dug some holes, and put them in the ground. And basically, she was just kind of hoping that, like, maybe we could grow some of our own onions, you know, because they were already kind of growing out of themselves, but we never got onions. And part of that might be because I didn't mark the area like I was supposed to, and my brother mowed our yard. But that's besides the point. Then I called my friend Brandon, which is a staff member in my server herd community, and I showed him because him and I have this running joke about onions, and a lot of people in my server have jokes about onions, because of Brandon joking about them so much. So I randomly called him and showed him that I was planting onions just out of the blue. So enjoy this picture of that. And that pretty much sums up February, I think. And then, oh, this is where it gets good. This is where it gets good. Or kind of, it's not good, it's bad. Very bad. So basically, towards the end of February, I went into my room one day where my computer was, and the floor felt wet. It was very wet, actually, and I was very concerned. And so I had my parents come check it out, and we realized a window that I have in my room, because my room is in my parents' basement, because I still live with my parents, even though I'm 19, because Yeah. Anyway, long story short, had my parents come check it out, and we realized that the window in my room was leaking. And so we had to quickly get a bunch of stuff out of my room. Thankfully, my computer was okay. Pretty much all of my things were okay. A lot of our stuff was okay. A lot of our old books and board games and craft supplies. Pretty much just anything we had in storage in my room, which is actually where I'm filming. That's where I'm filming right now. We pretty much just had to get it all out. And once we moved some of the bookshelves that were around that window, we realized that it wasn't just a one-time leak. The window had been leaking for months and we didn't know because it wasn't a bad enough storm to cause a major leak. So some of our bookshelves ended up getting moldy. We ended up having to get rid of them. And so that was all pretty unfortunate and chaotic. Because of the fact that the mold was there for a few months, we ended up having to tear out some of the drywall panels, which wasn't so bad because this room was never finished and it was not fun. So basically, that was a picture of my room. You can see all the empty bookshelves. I'm not going to show any pictures of when we moved the bookshelves and revealed the mold and all that jazz. But basically, you can see there was a lot of bookshelves. We ended up having to get rid of 4 or 5 of them, which was really unfortunate. So yeah, you could just see that that was a lot of stuff. You couldn't see there was a lot of stuff actually because it was already cleared out for the most part, kind of. So we're going to move on to March. This is where things got a little bit more fun. During all of that chaos, late February, early March, I was like, you know what? I want to start editing movie clips because why not? So basically what I did is I took the Kung Fu Panda movies and just started doing a bunch of stupid, crazy stuff with like super random clips. I just like take random clips from like different parts of the movie and then just splice them, add reverb, do like crazy visual effects with it. It was kind of just my hobby for a little while. If you want to go check those out, they are on my memes channel still. I will link that wherever it is. That was super fun. Definitely a highlight of 2024 for me. And I'm actually going to be re-uploading all of those videos that I made, but I got the 4K versions of Kung Fu Panda 1 through 4 for Christmas. So I'm gonna remake them with the higher quality clips. I'm just gonna repost all of them, and I've actually got some other edits that I'll probably be posting as well on that channel. Alright, so I've been a blabbermouth. I'm just gonna like speed run through the rest of March. So after that, here is another clip of my room. Since I said and I'm stretching it out, you can see the whole clip. But basically, you can see this is when we took some of the wall panels out. It was super crazy seeing my room like that because it was never like that before. Anyways, so it just was really weird because it was not at all what it used to be like all my years of growing up here because I've never moved. I was homeschooled and I have a lot of siblings in this house. I was home always. Not always. I'm exaggerating. I'm being stupid. But that explains a lot. The homeschooled fact of why I'm being stupid. No, I'm just kidding. Homeschoolers are smart. Except for me. Wow, that was some really self-depreciative humor right there. I gotta dial that back. And I could probably dial it back with a rotary phone because homeschoolers know everything. Okay, this is cringe. So then after that, I'm going to actually just let you watch a short montage of me trying these super disgusting chips that Lay's released. Rooty Tooty, fresh and fruity, IHOP Lay's chips. They were disgusting. I hope I never have to taste them again. Enjoy this short montage. Okay.
Read the directions.
I didn't even get a sniff. Why'd you get a sniff? Just try it.
That's what they say.
That's so bad. It smells like... I don't even know. It smells nasty.
Show the camera the color. It's a disgusting pale pink.
Just like you. Okay.
Another nip.
Wow. That's trash. I need my water.
Wow, I think he's taking it worse than Ruthie did.
Oh. Wow. Alright, I'm fine. I'm fine. We're done here. I think. Okay, I'm fine. So yeah, that was absolutely disgusting. Then the last thing I have to highlight from March is Easter. Every year, my family and I all color just a bunch of Easter eggs because why not? It's fun. It's just been a fun family tradition that we never stop doing because, again, we're crazy and fun. Or at least I would like to think so. Maybe a little more crazy than fun, but I don't know. I mean, we've got a lot of a fun factor that Why am I talking like this tonight? Anyways, forget the fun factor. And forget the crazy factor as well. Well, actually, probably the crazy factor, especially me, for what I did. I colored 12 Easter eggs, all to be different colored tigers, because I'm weird like that. It was fun. Boom, there's a picture right over there. Ta-da, look at it. Look at my masterpiece with eggs. I used crayons, because that's what adult homeschoolers do. And then I dipped them in color, because we have like a ton of... Wait, no, I didn't dip them in color. Wait, what am I saying? I some years I do, but I don't. Wait, did I? Okay, so I just looked at the pictures. Yes, I did dip them in colors. I couldn't remember if I used crayons for the color or not. But yeah, so I dipped them in different colors. Some longer than others. We had a lot of different colors to play around with, as you can tell. There's 12 different eggs that are all different colors. But yeah, so basically rainbow tigers. Hashtag not gay. Moving on. Yeah, so those were my eggs. My Easter eggs, all 12 of them. My precious tiger babies. Okay. April and all the showers that go with it. I did shower, trust me. Definitely. Totally. So these first two pictures, one there, I'll just have two in here. I'll just like shrink down a bit so they both fit. Those are probably your faces at me after the shower comment, but trust me, I did shower because it's April. I have to. Those are pictures of me in my sister's glasses because I took her glasses for a photo shoot because why not? And I know you guys may be thinking, that is inconceivable. Well, that's perfect. That's probably not what you were thinking. But that's perfect. I'm going to assume that's what you're thinking. It's what I'm thinking. You want to know why? Because for my dad's birthday, yes, we even do birthday parties for my parents sometimes. So we did a Princess Bride themed birthday party for my dad. And we made this custom laminated cutout of, oh my gosh, what's his name? I don't know. I'm just going to call him Mr. Inconceivable today. The short guy. That's not offensive. I mean, it's not supposed to be offensive. It's a fact. But yeah, he would say inconceivable throughout the whole film, and we were like, you know what? We're doing this for a cake. It's classic. And we just kind of like decked out my grandma's whole house for it with a bunch of different medieval stuff. As you can tell in the pictures, I've got shuffling over here a little bit anyway. I'm not shuffling them that much. But yeah, it was fun. It was cool. And then after that, April 8th, the total solar eclipse. My whole family, including my grandma and excluding one of my sisters because she didn't come with us, we all got in my mom's big white van. See, that's how you know that I'm a homeschooler and my siblings are homeschooled too. So we all got in my mom's big white van and we drove to Ohio to see the full solar eclipse for the first time. It's my whole family's first time seeing a total solar eclipse. Unfortunately, I did not bring my professional camera with me because I'm a dingus. It was too late. I mean, we drove hours away from home. I couldn't just magically like snap my fingers and have my camera. Oh wait, but I can with editing. But this was real life. Anyways, enjoy this super terrible picture that I took on my cell phone. Who calls it a cell phone nowadays? I guess I do, but I don't. Anyway, on my phone, I took this picture. It looks terrible, but that was me in person seeing the total solar eclipse. So kind of cool that I always have a picture. And here's another picture. See, when I snapped, it changed. It's called magic. It's actually called DaVinci Resolve. Anyways, here's another picture of me and my sister Ruth when the total solar eclipse happened. It was crazy. Very awesome experience last year. Definitely a highlight. Anyways, after that, we had a little birthday party. I know, a lot of birthdays. I have a very large family. So we had a little birthday party for my grandma. So here's some pictures of that. It was at my sister's house. I'm just gonna go through them real quick. Boom, 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 bang. I think that's all of them. So it was just kind of a beachy ocean theme. The cake was super cute, which is probably what you saw the majority of, if I remember correctly, on the photos. But yeah, as you can tell, there's a lot in April. Oh, my sister's gonna kill me, but I'm putting this picture in here. I made this super beautiful drawing of her for Apples to Apples Freestyle. It's one of my greatest masterpieces, and now I am sharing my art with the world. All right, moving on to May. Happy May Day. Anyway, terrible introduction to May, but trust me, May was great. So to start us off, here is a picture of the promise rings that I got for my girlfriend and I. They were a 1-year anniversary gift. She had been wanting to get promise rings for a while, and so I figured that was a good opportunity to do it. Then after that, this was pretty crazy, Aurora Borealis. I'm sure you saw your family members sharing a bunch of pictures online, especially on Facebook, or your friends, or I don't know, maybe a sweet old lady at your church sharing pictures because they thought it was cool, maybe some low quality pictures on their phone, which is actually what I did too, except they're not super low quality because my phone camera is actually not so bad, except when you're taking pictures of a total eclipse. I got some pictures of the Aurora Borealis. It was my first time seeing it in person. So after that, my girlfriend, Kat, I might as well just say her name, Kat made me a couple variations of a drawing that she made me a long time ago of a bear. And she basically just said it was supposed to be me in bear form. That's why like she gave it green eyes. It was a brown bear. But she originally just like sketched it, which the sketch was amazing, by the way. It's actually still my profile some places, or at least it has been for a long time. But she made a couple digital versions. So here's the brown bear one and here's the black bear one. And she made both of those digitally because she wanted to recreate them for what I'm about to show you next. She made me, get out of your pictures. She made me a hoodie with the drawing. That's why she wanted a digital version, because she wanted it to be high quality for putting on a shirt or hoodie. So here's a picture of me in the hoodie. I was kind of like replicating what the bear's doing, like. Anyways, that was a super awesome gift that she gave me, and she sent it for our 1-year anniversary, so that was really sweet. Alright, so on to some very fun things. So the first thing, actually it's not super fun, but I kind of set up my computer on TV trays. Like the kind of trays you'd have in your living room when you're watching TV and eating a banquet meal or something. I was tired of having my computer outside of my room, even though my room was far from finished. Kind of made a makeshift desk. I didn't have a desk at this time. And just kind of made do with it. It was on 4 different trays because of all my different stuff. I had my keyboard on one tray, had my mouse on the other tray, had the monitor between like 2 different trays. It was kind of a mess, but it worked. It was sturdy enough that I felt safe doing it. And that was pretty much my desk for most of 2024, or at least the later half, because May is kind of like already almost halfway through the year. But yeah, so my room, it took a long time to work on it because it was both expensive and time consuming, and we had a lot of other things we were doing at this time. So yeah, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm grateful that I even have this space still. I'm grateful that my computer is still working, which I'm grateful. And then a little more fun, or a lot more fun actually, this was definitely a highlight of 2024. I took pictures of some of my friends that I've met online, mostly from Discord, and I made like fake magazine covers of them. So enjoy this quick montage. So, first of all, I hope you enjoyed the montage. I definitely enjoyed creating those. It was fun, had a lot of laughs with it, gave a lot of other people laughs with it. And who knows, maybe I'll do another wave for 2025. If you want to possibly have one made for you, feel free to join my server. Just might happen. No promises. Might be too busy for it, but we'll see, because it's time consuming, but it's also really fun. So after that, my family had a Squishmallow themed birthday party for, it's so hard to think of like how to describe her. So my middle sister, I have 3 sisters. I'm the youngest out of the 6. I'll just throw that out there. We had a Squishmallow themed birthday party for her. So here's some photos of that. We did an axolotl for the cake, and then what else? I think we had like little things and cupcakes. So you'll see it over here if I'm right, and if I'm wrong, then you can laugh at me. And if I'm right, you can still laugh at me. And then get that out of here. And look at this. My mom got some fish. We haven't had pet fish in my household in a very long time. But yeah, we got some fish. I think they were, oh, geez, I can't remember what species they were. You know what? You can guess based off of how they look. You can tell me in the comments. How about that? And now I'm gonna shove it out of here because that's enough of the fish. All right, it's time for June. June's gonna go super quick because I've only got 2 things to highlight. So real quick, one of them is just that I was messing around, kind of figuring out I was just learning how to use a graphic design program, and I made this weird looking tiger thingy. It's a tiger face, or supposed to be. That's all for one of the 2 things. And then the second thing is I made a lyric video for my friend Brandon. Somehow he's coming back up again. Basically talking about onions and music. That pretty much sums it up. Onions, music, and ministry. Those are like the main things that I can think of that like really like scream like Brandon. You know what I mean? Oh, and Star Wars. He loves Star Wars. Anyway, that's irrelevant. I made a lyric video for his first ever song that like actually had him singing. He made a song. It was called You Alone. So here's like a few screenshots from the video. I'm not going to put the whole song in here. But if you want to watch the full song, you can go to his YouTube channel. I'll have it linked somewhere or maybe in the description. Let's go with the description because I might not be that good at YouTube, but I probably can figure it out. But yeah, so it was pretty cool. Not great, not the best video project I've ever done, but I wanted to do something nice for him for his first song, and I think it turned out pretty okay. I could have done better if I wasn't on such a time crunch to get it ready for him, but it wasn't terrible. I actually like animated the main chorus of the video, so that was pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of how the throne turned out when like the throne like came on screen. It was okay. Maybe I'm just being critical of my own work, but I think I could have done better on that part with more time, but the rest of the main chorus is pretty cool. So yeah, that sums up June. Now, moving on to July. First things first, 4th of July, very loud, very boom, boom, bang, fireworks, independence, yeehaw, and stuff, and yeah, gunpowder, exploding, colorful ways. Fireworks are fun. I'm just being sarcastic. But yeah, so basically my family just did some fireworks and stuff 4th of July, had a cookout, and it was a lot of fun. And another thing is I started something called the Herd Games. And basically it was a series of games that I was doing in my Discord server, and it was a ton of fun. I was doing things in seasons, in chapters, where basically like there was going to be different chapters, different seasons. There was 24 different teams. We had like different animal roles for each team, and we still have those roles. But I realized it was way too much work for me because I was scheduling 1 to 2, sometimes even 3 and 4 games every week. And each season would last like 2 months at a time. And I did it for a total of 4 months. And it was just a lot. Having to plan all those games, film all of them, host all of them, and edit all of them. When I was doing that many videos a week, 3 or 4 games is a lot to try to edit every week. That's 3 or 4 different videos. I was wanting to do like a lot of like funny edits with it, which is why they're not posted yet. I'm still working on them to this day. Once I get them all edited, I'm going to start uploading them on the Herd community channel that we have, which I'll also have linked in the description. All in all, the Herd Games was fun. I am going to revisit some of the concepts of it, but if I do anything like that again, it's not going to be like seasonal events going on constantly, because it's a lot to keep up with. It's not going to be as frequent of events. I'm not going to be filming the events and editing the events. I'm just going to host some game nights occasionally, and I'm not going to stress myself out with it. Anyway, enough about that. Enjoy this picture of me throwing a total tantrum when I lost at Nintendo Land. I, as well as a couple other people, put together a short Christian music playlist, kind of just inspired by the soundtrack of The Greatest Showman. We called it The Greatest Christian Playlist, and it's got, I think, 20 songs currently. We might add more in the future if there's any that kind of sound like the music from that film. But basically, me and the other people working on the playlist, we just picked out different songs that had a cinematic sound and also fit with the circus theme, or just had a similar sound to the songs from that movie. Obviously, they're not going to be identical because they're different songs, as they should be, but I think that the playlist is pretty cool. It's kind of like its own album in a way, because I can listen through the whole thing and feel like all the songs go together pretty much. Because I tried to make sure that all of the songs were going to be in an order where they felt like they were flowing into one another, or just like the lyrics and stuff would make sense back to back between a few different songs by different artists. So yeah, that was a really fun highlight of last year. I love music, and I loved getting to put that playlist together. Then after that, I got a second monitor hooked up for my computer on my super duper professional setup on the TV trays. But the last part is irrelevant because having 2 monitors made my workflow so much better. Especially when I was doing all of the Herd Games events, having 2 different monitors for managing like the streams or different like games, because I made some custom games for it too. I don't know if I could ever go back to just having... I mean, I could go back to having 1 monitor, but ew. Just ew. I don't want to. After that, we had a lisp. My lisp is kicking in. It's getting late. It's midnight. We made a dice-themed cake to go with a dice... Oh my goodness. You know what? Forget it. You know those cubes that you roll with the different numbers? That's what the birthday party was themed like, and that was for my other brother, not the one I mentioned earlier for the Spyro birthday. And that was super cool. I really like how that cake turned out, and it was perfect because my brother loves cards and dice games and all that good stuff, and I do too, but he especially loves dice and cards and all of that. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then after that, we did a Christmas. We is in my family, by the way, but we did a Christmas in July party. We did basically, so some people call it a white elephant. I think, I like that term the best. I think some people also call it like a dirty Santa or something. I can't remember. Basically, white elephant party is where there's just a bunch of random little gifts. They're all numbered, and people end up getting like random gifts throughout the party. Different people do it different ways, but we had so many that basically what we did is we numbered, I think there ended up being like 70 gifts because we went to Dollar Tree and just got a bunch of like little stuff, especially a lot of snacks. All of them were wrapped, by the way. Like we wrapped all of them. We went all out for Christmas in July last year, and I want to do it again this year. But basically, we had an old bingo set that has like one of those like classic bingo balls that you roll, and then like the little like marble like things that have the different numbers roll out. So then basically each person would like crank that, get a number out of it, and then they would have to get that item that matched the number on what they got out of the bingo machine. Then also, I feel like we had stealing involved as well. I can't remember how we did it now. I'd have to ask my sister, but it was pretty fun. I love Christmas, so any excuse to celebrate Christmas is amazing, and I'm glad that my family is all on board for doing Christmas stuff in July. I know people will joke about Christmas in July, but we like actually did something for Christmas in July. And it's not the first time. We've done that kind of thing in the past, but that was the most fun I think we've ever had for Christmas in July. So definitely want to do that again next year. Wait, no, this year. It's 2025. I'm still getting used to it, even though we're halfway through January already. Anyways, Christmas in July is over, so we're going to move along to August now. So the first thing, I'm not going to show any videos and stuff because I doubt my grandma wants her face shown on my YouTube channel. My sister and I made a Fortnite account for my grandma because she loves Jack Sparrow, and they added him to they added him to Fortnite. So we ended up buying all of the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff for her on her account. She still has yet to actually play Fortnite, but it was pretty funny. I have a funny video of it, but I'm not posting it. But that was a highlight of 2024 for me. And then right after that was my birthday party. I've talked about a lot of birthdays already, but now it's time for my birthday party. So pay attention. My birthday is very important. So profound. I'm obviously being super stupid right now. Basically, my family, I didn't know what the theme was till I got there because it's a birthday party. I'm not supposed to know. But it was tiger themed because I really started to like tigers this year, as you might have guessed from the eggs. And so they got like a bunch of tiger balloons. There was like this cool tiger cupcake stand, which I'll show a picture right here. But yeah, that was pretty fun. It was my 19th birthday party. I'm gonna be 20 this year, which is disgusting. But yeah, oh my goodness, I gotta get used to talking to a camera. I'm sorry. I hope I can say I hope I can salvage this when I edit it, but I don't know. It's probably gonna be a really bad quality video, but it is what it is. Oh well, I don't mind humiliating myself and laughing at myself. That makes life more fun. Another thing that I did for my birthday is I went to a zoo with my family, which is actually something I did in 2023 as well. And I got some pretty cool photos and videos of that trip. So enjoy this short montage. Look, it's a giraffe. So as you can see, I really like photography, and I don't know about you, but I thought I did a decent job with taking some pictures of the animals. Anyways, not to brag, but they were pretty good. That's pretty much it for August, so I'm gonna move on to September. Now, September doesn't have a whole lot of content for me to show, but I am gonna make up for it. You can have a break from me yapping. I'm gonna show some clips from when I went to a fair or festival with my family, and there was a bunch of rides. So enjoy this short montage of craziness on some of these rides, because I took some videos on the rides. My sister's gonna kill me again for putting this on YouTube, but oh well, it doesn't matter. Enjoy.
Hopefully I don't land on anybody. Oh!
On video. That's crazy.
I stole this tighter. I stole this a lot tighter.
No, I'm gonna fly, man.
I'm just recording in case you scream for our first time.
I was sitting on there.
True. But I wasn't about to record on there. I was being crushed.
Yeah. It's time.
Oh, goodness. It started so slow. I don't remember it starting this slow before.
It does for a bit.
That was not that high.
I know, but for the first time, it feels higher than it is. I guess I'll try putting my hands up. I know.
This is
Oh gosh. It's getting there though. now that you've seen all that craziness, I can talk about my sister's birthday party, which actually ended up being in October. Okay, I can't just say my sister, my oldest sister's birthday party. That ended up being in early October, even though her birthday is in late September, but because of the fair being around the same time as her birthday, we ended up just doing her birthday party a week late, which was fine. She was fine with that. But basically what we did for her birthday is we did a cold fusion. I don't know if any of you know who that is, but he is a Fortnite character. We did a cold fusion themed birthday because that's her favorite character in Fortnite. For her, oh, what birthday was it? I think it was her 28th birthday. My oldest sister is getting up there. Ooh, I shouldn't put that on YouTube, but I'm going to. But yeah, so that birthday party was pretty fun, except for the fact that it was so exhausting to do the cutouts, because like my mom printed off pictures that she wanted me to do cutouts of, and then I had to like cut them out and laminate them. And I've done that for other birthday parties too, as I mentioned with the Princess Bride birthday. I did that with the cake thing, but I ended up doing a lot more because we just had different cutouts of Cold Fusion throughout the house. But yeah, so that was pretty fun. My whole family loves Fortnite, by the way. I figured I'd just throw that out there. Fortnite is a good game. I don't care if you hate on it. I love it. So, back off. So now we're in October. Technically, the birthday party was in October as well, but we're definitely doing October stuff now. First things first. Numero 1. My sense of humor is so broken. Anyways, October is when my family really picked up the pace in working on repairing my room. We pretty much started renovating the whole thing. So actually, between like July and October, we were slowly working on things like building new framework for the wall, which I don't know why I'm pointing. You can't see where I'm pointing, but over there in my space, not the social media that shut down, my room, that is the area where we were building the framework on that side of the room where the walls got taken out, and we were slowly working on getting like the drywall panels put in place. But here in October, I've actually got a good picture, which I'll just put over here, of a lot of the progress. You can see it looks a lot better than it did earlier. And so throughout October, we were working on pretty much just doing everything that we planned to do to make it better, because we finally had the money to do it. So we got the drywall fully put in place. We built like a frame around the window, which I don't know if I'm showing pictures of that or not. But basically, we built framework around the window. We were working on painting, or before painting, we had to prime the walls and do the mudding and sanding and painting and all of that. And so throughout October, we were doing all of that, and early November as well, which I'm kind of jumping around here because it all kind of goes together. But basically, we had to do like the trim, and then after that, we did the carpeting. We did a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a lot of work, but it turned out nice. A little bit more with October. My family did what we usually do at my grandma's house, and we had a little Halloween party, which I know some people get touchy about Halloween, so don't at me. It's more of just like a fall festival thing with some like a little bit of like spooky stuff, but nothing that's like outright like evil. But anyway, so we just had a little party. I got a tiger costume with a movable mask. It actually, like, when you talk, if you have it on your jaw right, the mouth will actually move, which is, you kind of have to, like, open your mouth like this. Oh my gosh, that was stupid. It's better when you have the mask on, but you kind of have to, like, really open your mouth to get the mask to, like, fully move with you talking, but it is really funny. So here is a picture of that, and also with me holding a pumpkin that I painted to look like a tiger as well. So I was in a tiger costume holding a pumpkin that I painted to look like a tiger, which was a lot of work. That is actually a masterpiece, like jokes aside. That was so much work. It took me like 2 weeks, I think, to finish that. I might be exaggerating a bit, but like I just worked on it off and on whenever I had free time. And it was a lot of work, even like getting the ears on it and everything. I had to come up with a lot of stuff for that, but it was fun. It was really fun. And I also, like, it was funny that, like, I managed to get that costume as well to go with it so that I could have, like, the costume and the pumpkin that I made. You noticing a theme yet with tigers? Maybe. Maybe not. Now, we are in November. We're in November, trust me. I'm definitely not gaslighting you. We're definitely not in January right now. But we're in November right now, okay? Stick with me. I know you've probably already clicked off this video. Actually, no, you haven't if you're still hearing me say this. But if you have not clicked off this video, what is wrong with you? I don't even know if I would want to sit through and watch this whole thing. Actually, I would. I would watch this. This is quality content, kind of. Not really, but kind of. And not really. But anyways, so November. We are in November right now. Super, like the extra spooky month. Like October is considered the spooky month, but November, in my opinion, is a little more spooky because like the trees are all like really dead at this point. They've lost a lot of their leaves, and it's just like, ooh, they're so creepy looking. But I love November. I love fall time, and we're here. We're in fall time right now, in real time. Fall time in real time. But yeah, so the progress on my room really picked up a lot. My family was trying to rush to finish it, which I will explain why in a minute. But here are some pictures. I'll just like have them going over here. I'll just be doing this the whole time. Oh, my hand got cut off. Uh-oh. That's not good. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. So, over here, you can see all these different pictures of the room project. Looks super cool, doesn't it? See how good my room is looking? See when we got all the walls painted and the carpet put in, and I painted that big old board game shelf, which you'll see in the last picture right here. I'll put it there right here. Yeah, it's a big board game shelf. We have a ton of board games. You can see them all on the floor in that picture. We were just putting stuff back where you can see some of the bookshelves we started getting put together in there. I got a new dresser, and you can see some curtains by the window, which is super cool. It's way nicer in here now. And yeah, I'm done with that. That was stupid. But yeah, that was just early November. November was packed with stuff going on. And the very next thing is probably the highlight of 2024 for me. Y'all, wait, hold on, rewind. I forgot to say, in October, early October, I also announced the second season of Chapter 1 of the Herd Games, which that's the last season I did because I was tired and needed a break afterwards. But wait, no, it was September. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Early September, actually. That was something I could have put in the September area. But basically, season 2 was a cowboy theme, so we called it Wildly Blessed, but Wild West, Wildly Blessed. Yeah, so it was super fun. I had a cowboy hat on the whole time, and I talked like a cowboy the whole time. I definitely sound like a cowboy, don't I? There's no doubt about it. Quit doubting me, y'all. Look at the hat. It's official. Boom. Also, I've got some super sad news. My spud buddy Billy Smith passed away just a few days ago. He went to be with the good Lord Almighty up above. But it's okay. Spud buddies can't last forever. But he'll always live in my heart. Alright, so now that we're done with September number 2, because I forgot about the herd game stuff because it just left my brain. But now we're back to November, and I've got something super cool to talk about. Kat and I have been dating long distance for a long time. We started dating in May of 2023, and at this point it had been almost a year and a half without ever getting to meet up because we live pretty far apart. I'm not gonna say quite how far, but around like 10 hours apart, which is a lot. So for our 1.5 year anniversary in November, for November 10th, she decided that she was going to get a plane ticket and she was going to fly up here and visit for a few days. So between November 8th through the 12th, she actually came up here and we got to spend a lot of time together in person. She got to meet my family. We got to play some games together. We got to hug each other for the first time in a year and a half. So that was really cool. We got to spend our 1.5 year anniversary together. So I wanted to put together a montage of some of my favorite moments of that because this was one of the best things that happened in 2024. It was super cool that my whole family got to meet her too. It wasn't just me meeting her. Enjoy this montage. Billy finally got to meet his mom. Rockabye Billy in the treetop. Whoa! What was that? Oh, my chair poked my butt. I thought someone did it. I was like, wow, guys, really? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Juice Box. Happy birthday to you.
I wasn't expecting. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wait, what?
Thank y'all. That was so sweet. That was so funny. I love it.
This is Kat's first time ever visiting.
Oh. Oh my gosh. I was like, I wasn't expecting it, and then I just went.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Thank you. Thanks.
Wait, which game is that?
It's the new one.
Wait, what new one?
This is Mario and Luigi Brothership. Oh, wait a minute. Who is this person that's with you? What the heck?
Who do you think
I
it
feel
is?
like this is just an avatar. You just have a motion what you call that? It's like it's not a this is a video. You're just photoshopping.
Sure.
That's just your mom. I haven't seen your mom yet.
Wow.
No, just I mean, hey, if you get married, she kind of is your acting mom after you move out.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You know. Make sure it's not true, Kat. It's your job to make sure it's not true, okay? There's some mothering that happens, like gotta make sure you do his laundry. All right, let me actually turn on a light and properly say hello. Okay, hi there.
Hi.
Hi. This is very, very cool.
Yes.
When did this happen? Hold on, is that why you've been so busy and away?
Yep, she just got here today.
When did you actually arrive, though, Kat? I'm curious. How was
she got off the plane around like 9:35, I think, or 9:40, somewhere around there.
Now, describe to me, Kat. Describe to me, Kat, what John's face looked like when you met eyes with him at the airport. You gotta answer this, Kat. John can't answer that for you.
Ruth kind of nudged him towards me, and then he was smiling, big, and I think his face was red.
So how big? If you had to recreate his smile.
Bigger than that. In a little more bashful way.
Oh.
What?
So I know which one of the 7 dwarves John is.
43 monkeys escaped in South Carolina.
What?
Yeah, and one of them's right here.
I'm so happy for you guys. Thank you. Oh.
How does it feel?
Oh, it feels so weird. She just got here a few hours ago. Our 1.5 year anniversary is this Sunday, so we get to spend it together. The walls have been redone. There's carpeting in here now. I'll have to send you some pictures.
It's giving organized, giving very
Thank
nice.
You want to know what else is really nice?
What?
Hi.
Oh my, wait. This is a freestyle moment. Oh my god. I almost choked on my food. Girl. When did this happen?
She just got here a few hours ago.
Oh my gosh.
See,
Oh my
when there's
god.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Poo sticks.
Oh, I thought you had guns.
Yeah! What is? Aww. Cute.
Okay.
Let the record show.
Ah!
She's 5'2". Feed me. Feed me, please. Next.
Okay, okay.
This is next. This is next.
Okay.
We good? Okay.
Yes.
Now that you've gotten to see all of that, got just a few more things to talk about before we're done and get to the announcements that I have to make at the end of this video. So for the rest of November, there isn't really a whole lot of other stuff I can think to highlight because that was the highlight of November and pretty much the whole year. I mean, I did a lot of other special stuff with my family too, don't get me wrong. Those were all highlights of everything else I did with my family and even some other things I'm about to talk about. But that was very, very meaningful, and it was something that I, as well as Kat, have been waiting for a very long time. After all of that, November was kind of chill after that. I mean, my family was pretty busy with getting ready for Thanksgiving and just getting ready for the holidays in general. But basically, just a few other highlights. I played Monopoly Cheers Edition with my sister Ruth and my cousin Nicholas, but I absolutely dominated. I ended up with so much money by the end of this game. That was the first time I think I've ever really enjoyed Monopoly because it's so much more fun when you can cheat. I know that sounds so bad, but the way the cheating works, like there's actually rules that like go with the cheating, and I love it. I want to play it again sometime. So, I should be careful saying that because now my cousin's gonna make me do it. It's fun though. It just takes so much time. It took us like a week to finish it. But yeah, and then after that, we had Thanksgiving, and we had Thanksgiving dinner, and then after that, for Ruth's birthday, which is actually on December 4th, we celebrated the party a week early, so like opposite of my oldest sister's birthday. We celebrated it, I think, on November 30th, if I remember correctly, so like last day of November. So it's pretty much crossing over into December territory, but it's not in December, so it's part of November's highlights. So it was, again, another Fortnite-themed birthday, but her favorite character instead, or at least one of her favorites, Fish Stick. Now, the decorations for this party were probably the most work I've ever put into a birthday party, like ever, because I had to make like, I think it was like 20 cutouts of between like all the different fish sticks that we did. There was a few other things like a coral cruiser, and I can't remember what else that went with fish stick, and then I made a cake for it as well, which I'm not the best at baking, but it turned out okay. I mean, you can see some pictures over here, so that wraps up November, and now onto the final month, December. I always love September. All of the hustle and bustle of the holiday season. It's a little bit exhausting sometimes, but I love Christmas. I love spending time with my family throughout the winter, and especially, through December. I love, shopping for people, which I do some of that in advance, but in December, like, it's just the last minute shopping, and it's always fun getting to wrap gifts for each other and make Christmas cookies, just all of those things. And ultimately, I mean, it's all just, it's fun for family bonding time. Everyone comes together, and I love the family time of it, and that's why I love December, because everyone actually just gets to spend hours together. It's fun. I really like it. And one final thing that I would like to mention is that I put a lot of hours into making a photo album of all the photos, or at least all the best photos in my opinion, that we took while Kat was here visiting my family. And I did a laminated cutout again for the front of the book of a picture that she really liked of us together to kind of customize the book more, because it was just a plain black book because it was the best option that Walmart had. I didn't have time to order something off of Amazon, and it's kind of unreliable of whether you'll really like the layout of the inside anyway. anyway. I wanted one where like you can just put the pictures however you want, kind of like a scrapbook. So I spent a lot of hours on that. I ended up printing and cutting out like 165 pictures, and I also wrote like notes about like where all the pictures were taken or like what we were doing in the photos, stuff like that. So that was a highlight of last year as well. I think I have covered everything. If I have not, it does not matter because I've already talked about way too much. Way too much. But before you guys go, I've got some pretty important and exciting announcements. It's a big reason why I made this video to begin with. All of that other blabber was kind of just for me to look back on, but also just because like I thought it'd be fun to just kind of share with friends and family like everything that was like a highlight for me last year. But these announcements are a pretty big deal. The first thing that I want to show you is this. I got a new setup. As you can see, I got a proper desk, so I'm no longer having to use TV trays, and got my fancy microphone right here. I've got a monitor here and 2 monitors there, making a total of 3, even though you can't see 2 of them, but that's okay. I've got this whiteboard right here. I've got an LED Taco Bell sign right here. Why I have the sign, you may never know. I've also got a ton of pictures hanging around, mostly tiger pictures, but I do have this Fisher deer dude there and a black bear picture that my parents gave me. Oh, and I've also still got Christmas stuff up. At this rate, I might as well just keep it up all year and wait for Christmas in July. We also got this super cool angle. Yeah. What I was trying to say is I got this other really nice camera angle set up with a 4K webcam, so that's very exciting. But it's not the main thing that I'm here to announce. Sometime soon this February, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming all kinds of games. New games, old games, a lot of retro stuff, Wii games, GameCube games. I'm going to play some online games like Fortnite, Rocket League, maybe even some Ultimate Chicken Horse, because I love Ultimate Chicken Horse. And they're making a new game, so definitely Ultimate Sheep Raccoon when it comes out. And I'm also going to be using a website called playingcards.io to pretty much build my own board games that I can play with other people while I stream. I am only going to be streaming with a select group of people just to make sure that it stays clean. But I will be sharing the files to the games that we play so you can play them with your friends too. I'm pretty excited about that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I love board games and card games, so this website is going to be super fun to play around with. And I'm excited that I'll be able to share my own games with other people as well. And hopefully, I will be able to introduce some new types of content that other people don't tend to make. I've always loved making content, and I think this is going to be a very fun way to do it. I'll also probably just have some just chatting streams sometimes, but for the most part, I'm just going to be playing games. And a lot of them. Right now, I'm planning to stream Sunday and Tuesday evenings from 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I might change my mind, I might change the schedule, but that's currently what I'm planning, so stay tuned for that this February. And one more thing, I have no idea how I forgot to mention this throughout the entire video, but for a lot of last year, I was learning a lot about web designing. And because of that, I have been working on a website for Herd Community for quite a while now, and I will probably have that up by March at the latest. Possibly even February if I can get everything finished soon enough. And I'm very excited to say that we have been working on some merch designs, so there will be some shirts, some hoodies, and some hats, and maybe some other stuff too. You'll just have to wait and see. I do have another thing to announce, but I'm going to wait to announce it until after this video goes up. That's all from me for now. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and you will be hearing from me again very, very soon.